Hi, and welcome to this lecture on digital communication and social change. A very important and a very timely topic to talk about simply because right now the digital age is changing everything from the most fundamental things on this planet, such as how a family coordinates itself through mobile phones and social network. It changes the way the economy works, including the labor market, which you're about to enter. It changes how government works, what government actually is. It changes cultural production and entertainment. It changes the health sector. It changes the way people find and fall in love. It triggers political revolutions. President tumbles and fall with digital communication. And last but not least, it seems to change education. Proof of concept being that I'm talking to you through a video recording. So many things to talk about today, and we get started with four questions that we will talk about. They either focus on the digital part of the equation or on the social change part of the equation. So one of the fundamental things we have to wrap our mind around is what is technology and how does it evolve? Luckily, all technology have certain patterns to how they evolve. So understanding these certain patterns will help us to understand how digital technology evolves. Second of all, we will ask how does technology shape social evolution? How does technological progress result in human progress? Third, we will focus on the digital revolution per se, and we ask what are the particularities of digital technology and what is its impact on society. So, communication has actually always shaped what society is and how society evolved. So, before getting into the more formal theory, let's start with a little anecdotal example. For example, about democracy. At the time of the old Greeks, 350 years before Christ, Aristotle famously said that democracy could, of course, possibly not live beyond a radius of 70 kilometers, 50 miles, because nobody could possibly walk further than that during one day. Therefore, communication could not take place in a radius further beyond that, and therefore, democracy could not live in a biggest radius because no communication, well, no democracy, no really democratic exchange. This, of course, changed over time with our possibilities to communicate through technology. For example, in 1860, the Pony Express had the commercial that it was able to make information travel at the speed of a horse's breath. What did that imply? For example, in 1860, when Abraham Lincoln was elected president on the East Coast, the Pony Express took the message, rode across the entire country, and in only 7 days and 17 hours, in 8 days, this information was already reaching California. So the newspapers in California for 1 week had no idea who was president in the country because information could not travel faster. However, of course, this was a big improvement to before. So communication technology, the Pony Express, if you will, in this case, brought the country closer together. Today, of course, we live in a world of instantaneous communication. For example, in the average minute in 2013, 350,000 microblogs are posted on the microblogging platform Twitter. This digitization of information and communication processes gives us also a very detailed picture of what actually happens in the world. This here, for example, tells us at what time people say good morning on Twitter. The people in green say good morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. The people in dark red say good morning at 10 o'clock in the morning. And where there's connectivity, we will talk about that a little bit later, we can then also see what is actually happening in this world. It's instantaneous communication processes that become actually visible because they leave a digital trace, almost kind of like a digital shadow. In the average minute in 2013, 400,000 photographs were uploaded on Flickr, Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook. 700,000 posts were made on Facebook. Google received 2 million search queries. In 1 minute, 11 hours of audio were uploaded on SoundCloud, and 100 hours on video were uploaded on YouTube. So this is, of course, then nowadays much more information that you could possibly consume, because if in 1 minute 100 hours get uploaded, there's no way you can watch that. So let us get a little bit into the theory behind what technological evolution is and social evolution is, in order to understand a little bit better what are the effects of this ongoing digitization of communication processes.